Hello, this is Dana Halawi. I'm Shin Khwaz, correspondent in Lebanon. Today I want to talk to you about the two huge explosions that took place at Port of Beirut on Tuesday, and while leaving 4,000 people injured and at least 100 deaths. This is considered the biggest explosion since the assassination of former Prime Minister Rafiq Hariri in 2005. Reasons behind the explosions are still unclear, but Lebanese Interior Minister Mohammed Fahmy announced a day earlier that the storage of 2,700 tons of ammonium nitrate may have caused the huge blasts. Investigations into the huge explosions have started, with Prime Minister Hassan Diab insisting on punishing those who stand behind this huge disaster, while adding that it's unacceptable to store such a big amount of chemicals at the port and exposing people's life to great risk. Investigations into the explosions are expected to reveal causes of the disasters within 5 days. Meanwhile, the Lebanese cabinet agreed on Wednesday on placing all port officials who oversaw storage of chemicals since 2014 under house arrests. Explosions destroyed almost all buildings close to the port, while buildings all over the capital, Beirut, had their glasses shattered, being completely destroyed, namely in areas such as Ash-Shafiyeh, which is one of the oldest districts of Beirut. People are still working on picking up shattered glasses from the streets of Beirut. Citizens were in shock at the sight of dead and wounded people on the streets of Beirut. People who heard the heavy sound or even saw the fire and damage caused by the explosions stood paralyzed, as they did not know whether they should run to help other people out first or call their loved ones to make sure they are safe and healthy. The scene was a total chaos, as mobile lines started early, with people rushing to their houses to check the damage inflicted by the explosions upon their properties, while cars belonging to the Lebanese Red Cross and civil defense teams were rushing to the explosion location to transfer injuries to hospitals, which have become full after a while. Hospitals urged people to donate blood, while many are able to receive more patients. Hundreds of people stood outside hospitals, screaming hysterically as they were looking for their missing parents, children, and loved ones, while asking media outlets to help them in finding their missing people. Others screamed because hospitals have become full and incapable of receiving more patients. Civil defense teams have been continuously looking through rubble for missing people since the time of the explosion. Local media outlets have also been announcing names of hundreds of people who are still missing in hope to help their families find them. A tourism boat belonging to the businessman Mer'ai Abu Mer'ai drowned in Beirut's waters near Port of Beirut, leading to the death of 2 of its staff while injuring others. Pierre Ash, head of the Syndicate of Hotels in Lebanon, reported that 90% of hotels in the city were destroyed. On the other hand, Beirut's governor Marwan Aboud estimates the cost of damage to range between $3 and $5 billion. Meanwhile, Lebanon's Higher Defense Council on Tuesday declared Beirut as an afflicted city, while urging the cabinet to allocate funds for hospitals and people, in addition to contacting all friendly countries to attract support into a fund that will be created to give compensations to people who were affected by the disaster. Also recommended hosting families whose houses were destroyed in schools, while importing glasses and controlling prices of all material used in fixing hosting families whose houses were destroyed in schools while importing glasses and controlling prices of all material used in fixing damaged houses. The Council of Ministers adopted on Wednesday the recommendations of the Higher Defense Council. Lebanese President Michel Aoun urged all friendly countries to send fast support to Lebanon to help the country in overcoming its current disaster. Aoun said that Lebanese hospitals need much support in addition to Lebanese people who lost their houses due to the explosion. Aoun said that Lebanon is suffering from an unprecedented economic crisis and the country is in urgent need for support in all fields to overcome the current disaster. President received calls from leaders of different countries which vowed to help Lebanon, including France, Iraq, Qatar, Kuwait, Jordan, and many others. French President Emmanuel Macron contacted President Aoun and assured France's support to Lebanon, with local media outlets reporting an expected visit by President Macron to Lebanon on Thursday. An aircraft arrived to Beirut airport on Wednesday with 2 field hospitals on board that can offer medical people. Lebanon is also expecting support from other countries such as Tunisia and Kuwait. Lebanon is already suffering from the worst economic crisis in its history and the negative repercussions of the COVID-19. Tensions are also high in anticipation of Friday's verdict by a UN-backed court in a trial involving the killing of former PM Rafiq Hariri in 2005. This is Dana Halawi. I'm the correspondent of Xinhua's news agency in Beirut, Lebanon. If you like our programs, please like our YouTube accounts on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. For more news also about our stories, please check our social media pages. Thank you.